Hi guys, welcome to my coffee show. My name is Jack and today we are talking about Assassin electric kettle from MHW-3BOMBER. How does it work? What do I think about it? Is this a kettle right for you? I will try to answer all those questions. Big thank you to MHW-3BOMBER for sending us this kettle. I will put the links in the description. You can also find my discount code there. If you use it, you can get the products a bit cheaper and I may earn some small commission, so it's a win-win, great way to support the channel. If you haven't seen my unboxing, the kettle comes in that nice looking box. Inside the box you will find the kettle and you also find the manual. Kettle comes in two colors, black as you can see here or white, and I have to say it looks very good. There is a MHW logo at the front. Not everybody likes it, but for me, well, I got used to it. You also get the logo at the base of the kettle. Talking about the base, there is a shiny glass-like thing at the top which looks great, but it is a fingerprint magnet. On the posterior you've got four rubber legs, so the base is very stable. It won't move on your countertop. On the back of the base you have two switches. One changes the temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius. The other one is the warm-up switch. Kettle itself is made out of 304 steel. It is small, it would fit any kitchen. It is light. The capacity of this kettle, as they say, scientific capacity is up to 600 mils. The power of this up to 1200 watts. Now it's time to demonstrate how the kettle works. I mean, you all know how the kettle works, but this is an artisan kettle. So the important thing here is how to regulate the temperature and how it is when you do the pour over. It makes a beep when you put the kettle on the base. You put the water in, you can see the line where the top capacity of this kettle is. And now as default, the temperature here is set at 92 Celsius. I cannot do Fahrenheit, sorry. The big number on the kettle, you can see on the screen, that's the temperature, the ambient temperature of the kettle. Then you can rotate that knob. You can change the temperature up or down, all the way up to 100 Celsius. You press that knob and while you wait for the kettle to boil, once it's done you will hear the beep and then you do whatever you want to do with that water. The kettle will stay in standby mode for 5 minutes before it turns itself off. I mentioned at the beginning there is one more button at the back of the kettle. Once you turn it on, you will see that icon on the screen. Now you can choose the temperature between 40 and 95 Celsius, and this temperature will be maintained for the next 30 minutes. Even when you take the kettle off the base, then you put it back, it will try to maintain that set temperature. We're talking here about this kettle today, but I will use my other kettle to compare this one with. With my other kettle, the spout, the way it is designed, it is a very fast, especially if you are a beginner. If you are not used to doing the pour overs, my other kettle is too fast. This one, it allows me that precise control. I can really slowly pour the water the way I like. For home baristas, this one probably better. For professional baristas, maybe they want to save some time, maybe they are more confident with what they're doing. Possibly the other kettle would be better. In terms of how fast it boils the water, I used 500 mils of water at the room temperature, 20 degrees, and to reach the temperature of 92 degrees it took 1 minute and 40 seconds with this artisan assassin kettle. With my other kettle it took almost 2 minutes, but yeah, I've been using it for a while. There is some scale build up there. And now the last thing is how accurate the temperature settings are. I'm checking the website. They say they use British Strix thermostat that can precisely set the temperature. Everything is top notch. Well, I tested both of my kettles. I used this cheap thermometer I bought on Amazon, £7 I think, so possibly not the most accurate, but I tested the water at what's supposed to be 92 degrees. My Assassin MHW-3BOMBER kettle was showing 95.5. My other kettle was showing 94.5. Neither of them was showing 92 degrees, but the important thing here is, and I've done a decent amount of tests, each time it shows the same temperature. So even if it isn't really 92 degrees, as long as it shows the same temperature temperature at the same settings, you can adjust it. So if you do a pour over and if you taste suddenly maybe you get too much of that medicinal aftertaste, that tells you should lower the temperature maybe 2 or 3 degrees. Try it again. If you like it, well, that will be your default temperature. Simple. So should you get this kettle? My answer is yes. If you are looking for a pour over kettle, if you are looking for a gooseneck kettle, this is as good as it gets. It looks great, it works nicely, it is fast, it is easy to use. I don't really have any major complaints. That warm-up switch, I would prefer it to be on the side or maybe at the front. The way I position my kettle is on the back over there, so I have to reach from behind to get to that switch. The other thing that it is missing, not from myself, but I don't know why my wife always loves to boil the water. She does not drink any water that wasn't fully boiled to 100 or whatever, 99 degrees. On my other kettle there is a rapid boil button, so you just press it. On this one you have to rotate the knob, as long as it's not in the warm-up settings, because then it won't go to the 100 degrees. But as I said over and over again, the main function of this kettle, the way you actually pour the water into your pour over, I prefer this one over the other one because it gives me more control. I can be more precise. And there is one more substantial difference between those two kettles. This one costs around 150, 160 pounds. This one, they sell it right now for 90 pounds. Even cheaper if you use my discount code. So it's no brainer. As long as you don't mind the smaller capacity of this kettle, this is the kettle for you. Now in the comments, I'm sure lots of you already have some artisan gooseneck kettles. Maybe you even try this one. Let us know what you use. Let us know what is your favorite. Don't forget to click like. Consider even subscribing to the channel. Plenty more things coming. But for today, thank you very much for watching. My name is Jack. This is my coffee show and hopefully I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye.